Joe, how's your day been? Joe's ignoring me right now.
I'm working.
No ice cream?
You must be recording, yeah. I knew it. You haven't given me ice cream in like 4 months. You're dead to me.
I haven't seen you in a long time, Joe.
I know, and you still don't bring ice cream.
Yeah, look how good he is at welding still. Doesn't even do it anymore. Just does it for fun. Oh shit.
Some of those aren't as good because the powder coat, I swear when they powder coat, like the aluminum absorbs it and like it never cleans up as good. Like this one didn't have powder coat, new pipe and new flange, and this one's welding great.
That one looks really
but,
good.
like these are just like, it's got corrosion and crap.
Joe, how many times have you made me intercooler pipes?
Just for real.
This one was a pain too.
This one took quite a bit. But we're getting it done because we love you, Dave.
Such
We
bullshit.
love you.
He was paid to say this.
No, that's how I truly feel.
Yeah. Look at this board he mounted though.
You show my handiwork?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't even want to know how much more this board cost me. It looks a lot more expensive.
Yeah, you need to pay for it.
Nah, I can't.
Yeah,
Sorry, buddy.
take it back off. Good
So,
luck.
whatever. Now, switch panel. I just got here. I'm hanging out for a while. Look at that. Dual vlogging here.
Stop.
Dash 12 hose. Look at that. That'll let some fuel in. Streetcar Joe.
What's up, buddy?
Doing what he does best. Messing with David's car.
Messing with you, messing with your car.
Joe lit my elbow on fire earlier. No
I
joke.
may have lit someone's elbow.
He got this new torch device.
It's pretty cool.
AKA torture device.
But it's pretty powerful.
Yeah, as we found out.
And it doesn't always click on the first try, but when you're trying to burn Dave, it likes the first try. I actually do feel kind of sorry for that. But I don't because of the leg hair pulling.
Well, I was trying to help you out.
You saying I got hair legs?
Yeah.
That's me.
Joe, what's the odds? Let's do it. What's the odds making FL2K?
It'll be on you mechanically for sure.
What?
The car will be ready. Like wiring wise. It'll be if it's mechanically ready.
I'm just short wires and some hose. I just have to slap the drive
And then
shaft
like function testing everything. Like new engine, new training, new converter, new rear end, new turbo, new intercooler.
Hey, it was running before though.
It did run.
That's what all the customers say.
With the rear end and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, dig it.
What was because Jack's problem wasn't even your problem, right? It was like a fuse that
With
someone
what?
put in.
So he had 2 problems. But yeah, they all linked back to one. His like relay board and switch panel is old and finally bit the dust. And we had some problems communicating, but it linked back to that.
How do I turn my car on?
You have to reach up, race car Dave.
Check these out.
That's a nice switch panel, man.
Ever since Joe got the Trans Am one, I wanted one. I think it was sweet. Except yours was a lot more expensive than mine.
No, those Billet automotive button ones I do aren't that pricey.
Really?
They're cheaper than that one.
They look cool.
No, they all look like, I like fancy switch panels. They're nice.
That's my new relay board. Because
So yeah, we had that other one.
ProMod Dave ordered the wrong one.
No, well,
Or no, ordered the wrong switch panel.
yeah, so originally we got the relay board and we talked about it. And then, a lot of time goes past and then you order the switch panel. And
Yeah.
There's a little checkbox. I'm going to say it was probably a website error. You probably checked it.
No, I didn't.
I need to help you.
Joe's being nice today. He feels bad for me.
So-
But yeah, I got a ground trigger relay board, but I didn't order the switch panel ground trigger was essentially the issue. But the problem with all this stuff, it's all 8 to 10 weeks built to order.
No, it is. So, like, the guy that built the switch panel, we talked to him about converting it back or converting it to the right one. He's moving shops, and then he was sick, and, couldn't get anything done with him. So then we were like, well, all relay boards are out of stock, so we can't even find anything. So luckily, I found a street strip board, one of the vendors, because this guy Leash, Randy, he can't even get any of these parts to build these anymore.
Gosh.
He hasn't built these in like 6+ months.
Really?
Yeah. So luckily, I just found a dealer that had some on the shelf. I'm like, no.
How do you have that on the shelf?
No, for real. Like, and it was, you know, all positive trigger like we need. And I think Dave originally wanted this one.
Yeah, originally that's
This
what we we're going to
handles-
do.
Like, it has ignition and switch power and battery power, but then it also handles all your lights, your horn. Like, this handles all the streetcar functions.
Yeah.
So it's a way better board than what he had. It's just more complex.
I didn't order it originally because it was going to take 8 to 12
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah, couldn't get
and we
it.
were on a better timeline.
Couldn't get it. So luckily I found someone that got it. I actually ordered a spare. I have another.
Smart.
No,
Hold
he
on
had
to
two.
that.
I think he had 2 on the shelf. I was like, I'll take both.
Yeah,
like I didn't
I
think
would.
about it. It's
That's
like
smart.
I don't even care. Like I don't even have plans to build another car, but I will sit on that thing forever because
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll ever make these again.
Yeah.
So
Dude, there's something someone needs to get into making those.
no, these things are cool. Like how he pots them and everything. 'Cause,
Yeah.
like, it's a random guy that does this. Like he just enjoys doing it and helping racers out.
Yeah.
They're super cool.
No, that's a cool board.
So yeah, getting it wired up. I'm wiring the switch panel up right now, and yeah, just
It
moving
looks
on.
sick.
It's going good.
My car looks pretty R-word right now.
It's cool, man. I'm digging it.
You like my bracket I got for the screen this time?
Oh, look at that. That's fancy.
Yeah. Look at that.
Dude, you're just getting too.
Coyote Direct right there.
Oh, is it engraved with your logo or something?
Should be.
It should be.
But we're making some decent progress now. We were kind of standstill waiting on the board, but now the board
Yeah,
here.
we're waiting on parts. Like first, we were waiting on the switch panel.
Yeah.
And that showed up after you brought your car here.
Yeah, and I went out of town.
Yep. And then once we got that, noticed it was wrong, and then then we kind of scrambled for the relay board, and got the relay board. So now we're good. And I've done a lot of the pre-work on like the harness and the other stuff, and cleaned some stuff up.
Joe mounted the coils.
Got the coils
Gotta
mounted.
overnight
and we
wires
figured
tomorrow.
out how we're gonna wire all that. So no, I think like, let's say Sunday. I think the plan was to be fire ready Tuesday, Wednesday-ish.
Like Wednesday,
Days having to overnight some parts.
Golly.
So, those will go in, hopefully ship tomorrow, get here Tuesday.
Yeah.
I hope to be, at the 75 to 90% done on wiring Tuesday night. So hopefully Wednesday's button stuff up and firing it up.
Yeah, I'm closing Coyote Direct the whole week. No orders, no shops.
I mean, slide into my DMs, I'll get you some parts. If you need a Gen 2 powered motor, I got one. Like, Coyote Direct right here. So go to my website. It's
No, yours is different.
onlycoyotes.com.
Yeah, Joe's is onlycoyotes.com.
Yep.
So if you want to support Joe, you got to order from
Yeah,
onlycoyotes.com.
only Coyotes. It directs you to Dave's page, but
I'll know where it came from.
Yeah, he knows where it came from.
I'll know the source.
Joe, like, it's gonna pain you every
Gotta
month.
kick
to
his
write my
commission.
check. Yeah.
Shout out to Sunset Performance.
But yeah, it's our backup shop name. But yeah, so we built some fuel lines. I got to order some more hose. Ran out a little bit, but that's where Joe mounted the coils. Super nice. Then we got to order some fire core wires tomorrow. Overnight those. And Joe finished the charge pipe. It's outside right now, cooling off. We're gonna take it to get powder coated, but he had to add a IAT sensor on there, a little bung. But that's the new pipe. It's got to get powder coated, and that's the flange going to the Holley throttle body. Oh boy. And that's Joe's Saline, 85K or best offer. Slide my DMs. 85K.
100K.
I'll take 83 right now,
80.
plus shipping.
100.
All right, so we got some work done on my car. We're getting there. It is now Tuesday. Yesterday I overnighted some spark plug wires from, it's pretty weird going from like a coil unplugged brand new car to back to spark plug wires. But because you guys know we switched to the Holley smart coils, so use the coil packs from Holley and then use some spark plug wires. So decided to get some custom made ones from Firecore. Really nice guy. He's super easy to work with. You send him all the lengths, send him if you want like a 90 degree on the coil, whatever you want, and he'll make it exactly to your specifications. But what makes me a little nervous is he does a lot of Coyote stuff, but he hasn't done Gen 3. Now, I'm pretty certain, I'm saying this and I'm probably going to regret it, but I'm pretty certain the depth from the valve cover down to the spark plug tip should be the same, because it's not like they changed the head size on the Coyotes, but gosh damn, everything I've done so far, everything is so different. But we think we measured correctly. We hope we measured correctly. And we're hoping they work. They should work. I hope they work. Damn it. So we're going to make sure those work. Almost done with the fuel lines. Show you guys I made them. I had to make 2 more lines. Fittings came in today. I overnighted those. If you've never built a race car before, you should always have an overnight fund, because you have to overnight shit before a race. I'm not saying we're going to make FL2K, but we're definitely trying. I won't be like super upset if we don't make it, but I'm definitely trying to make it. I'm doing everything I can, but I'm not going to kill somebody over it. But, you know, if I have to, I will, whatever. It's FL2K, you know? But we are definitely trying to make it. We're doing everything we can. We're working on the car as much as we can. But, so we got the wires in, fuel system shit's in. Just got to finish that. Joe's been killing it on the wiring. He's almost done. There's a pretty nice Supra. Damn. He's been killing it on the wiring. He's going to be done tonight, possibly tomorrow. Sent the charge pipe off to get powder coated locally. That should be done tomorrow. So the biggest thing now, as long as the wires fit, the last thing we're worried about, I say this, but something else is going to go wrong, I'm sure, because everything's gone wrong in this car recently, but is the crankshaft sensor. So I've said it like a million times before, but for some people maybe haven't been watching the recent videos, is a Gen 1, Gen 2 Coyote is a 2-plug wire crankshaft sensor. A Gen 3 is a 3-plug wire crankshaft sensor, and the teeth count on the reluctor wheels are different. Now, I was going to change them, but we think, working with my buddy Colby, we think we figured out a way, between me, Colby, and Danny, we think we figured out a way to make the crankshaft sensor work from a Gen 3. However, nobody's done it that way. Actually, I only know one person who's done a Holly on a Gen 3 Coyote. I swear to God, if you comment down below and say that you know somebody that's wired a Holly on a Gen 3 Coyote, you're probably lying. But I really do. I only know of one person, a Gen 3 Coyote. Gen 3, direct injection, Gen 3. Are you listening to what I'm saying? 2018 and up. I'm sure there's more out there, but that's like the only guy I could find, and he didn't even try to make the Gen 3 crankshaft sensor work. He went straight to a Gen 2. So I know that if the Holly doesn't read crank signal, I know that we have to pull the trans, get the reluctor wheel out of there, behind the flex plate, and then switch the crankshaft sensor and the reluctor wheel. It sounds shitty, but honestly, it would take me like 30 minutes to an hour. I can pull that trans pretty fast. It's just more of like a pain in the ass, and it's like we are crunched for time right now. So that's kind of where we're at. Like I said, hopefully tomorrow we start checking everything and seeing if we can get a crank signal. There's like a few things we still got to do. Got to put like the oil filter adapter back up, put the oil filter on, run the lines for the turbo, put all the CO2 lines back on, clean up the wiring, just small, really small stuff. But the thing that like makes me the most freaking nervous is this damn crankshaft sensor. Not because, so here's another wrench that was thrown at me. I ordered one from the local dealership and just kind of left it there. Like, they never called me. They usually just literally get me the parts. I go pick them up whenever I have time, because I do a lot of that. But they never called me, and I had to order another part today, and I was like, hey, did that crankshaft sensor ever come in? Come to find out, they're on literally national back order. So I found some like aftermarket ones, found the reluctor wheel. Those will be here by Saturday. So if for some reason we can't get crank signal, we got to wait till Saturday to swap all that over, and then hopefully that fixes it. And then I haven't even tested the car. The car drove around before when it was on stock ECU and had all the same mods. But we never got around to actually testing the car, which is why we switched to the Holly, because we're having issues with the stock ECU and the injectors. So we still have to get to a test session if we want to make FL2K, because I really don't feel comfortable driving 22 plus hours getting to the track for my very first pass and me finding out like something something in the combo doesn't work, or I need a new part, or I break something. Like literally, it has not been down a track or even been launched. It's gotten on the two-step a few times to seat the rings, but yeah, none of that has happened. And so there's another wrench that I threw in. With it being a bigger single turbo and a small cubic inch motor, you typically want to put dump valves on these cars. Well, you guys know I only use Hughes Performance, and that's who I sell. I love Hughes Performance. Pete, my good buddy over there, I had reached out once we finished the car with the stock ECU and we were having all the issues, but we got it running, and then we went to take the car to get the tubed front end. I said, hey, can you put me on the list for a 2-stage dump valve? And he goes, yeah, they're on national back order. If you guys haven't noticed, there's a trend of parts being on freaking national back order. But I reached out to him the other day, actually yesterday, Monday, and I was like, hey, I'm on a super short time frame right now. I'm going to get the car running maybe Thursday or Friday, drive God knows where to go testing either Saturday or Sunday. I might have to drive all over the damn country. But I've been on the two-step, but I didn't have the CO2 or anything on. Didn't have like a crazy timing map in it to get it like on the chip. But I'm pretty sure the car's going to need a dump valve, but you said they were back ordered, so if you could just send me some stators, and maybe a stator change will help. And even then, if the stator change wouldn't help, maybe the stator's too tight or too loose up top. So I was like, I just don't want to be, because in my head, I'm thinking if I test Saturday or Sunday, I have to leave on Tuesday or Wednesday at the latest to get to FL2K. So it doesn't give me time to get parts in between. So I was trying to think ahead, and I was like, hey, can you send me 2 stators, like a little bit looser one, a little bit tighter one? That way I can switch stators at the track or switch stators when I get home and know that that'll be the right stator for the car. I'm not saying the wrong stator's in it. I'm just saying if the wrong one's in it and I have to leave to 2K on like Wednesday at the latest, that could be tough to get parts. So I was trying to think ahead of like things I would need. And that's like kind of one of the big things I think I would need. But the dump valves are in stock. So we also, at some point over this course of the next few days, we are going to install a 2-stage dump valve system from Hughes. So the car should get up on the converter just fine. So I'm pretty excited about that I finally got one of those. So we're headed to Joe's. We're going to test the wires. We're going to finish building the fuel system, and Joe's going to keep wiring the car. It's been hectic as hell, to say the least.